guys are still awake. Thank you. How many people out there ride the CTA? Yeah, it's an excited bunch to ride the CTA. I rode the pink line for the first time the other day. I was really excited, and I thought it would way cooler if Mayor Daley had made the pink line just a straight shuttle right to Boys Town. And it's no longer the CTA, it becomes the CT. Hi! The announcer comes on, Boys Town is next, doors open everywhere at Boys Town. Thongs and coconuts. Those would be the cleanest trains. You get an apple martini on the way to work. Have you watched the Olympics? 37 gold medals for the USA, yeah? Woo! USA! I thought if they were giving gold medals for shadiest train lines, the red line would be the gold winner. Anybody take the red line to work every day? Yeah? Excited. I was on the red line, and I left a party a couple weeks ago, and I didn't know anybody that I was with. And this guy was telling a story about how he was on the bus the other day, and he's like, yeah, this homeless guy was talking to the seats. He was telling that Michael Jackson was a genius for writing Thriller. So he's telling us the story on the red line, and you know that little, like, back cart area on the red line? It's like the shady little spots, like your own little private CTA, she knows. So from the back dark abyss corridor, you hear a voice go, Michael Jackson did not write Thriller. Quincy Jones wrote Thriller. And I'm frightened because I can't see like behind me. I'm like, is this like some Tales from the Crypt head? Like, what the hell is that? So I go, thank you, and he goes, shut up. I've listened to you people talk for about the past 15 minutes and you're pretty stupid. And he goes, you? And I said, me? And he goes, yeah, you. You ever read the book Black Boy? And I said, no. And I kid you not, a dusty, raggedy arm holding a paperback copy of Black Boy comes from the back hole of the train. And he's shaking it in my face. And he says, when you get off the train tonight, I want you to go to your local bookstore in the library and pick up a copy of Black Boy. And the arm disappeared back into the darkness. That's when I bought a car. I bought a books on tape of Black Boy just for good karma. So I come from a big family. I have 8 kids. Every time I tell people that, they're like, 8 kids? God, your parents were busy. I'm like, thank you for that visual. And then I tell them I have 6 sisters, and they're like, 6 sisters? Like, they always repeat the answer like I'm lying. And they're like, you must be crazy. And I'm like, a little bit. So, like, I start thinking about, like, eating in my family. Like, it was always a battle to see who could be more Italian at the dinner table. Like, my sisters were competitive. They'd be like, Anthony, can you pass the garlic bread, the chicken parm, the sausage, and the mozzarella? Okay, suddenly you're, like, right out of Italy. And my other sister's like, Anthony, can you pass the salad, the A&W root beer, and the mozzarella? Like, one-upmanship to the fullest. So by the time, like, the 3rd sister got involved, I swear to God, it was like I was eating dinner with Chewbacca and a bunch of Wookiees. So it was like, Anthony, pass the pasta fagioli, the bruschetta, the parmesan, and the... Pulled out my lightsaber to slice up that Italian sausage. So I'm watching a lot of TV lately. These drug commercials are getting out of control. Have you seen the Valtrex, the genital herpes commercial? Somebody's got herpes in the back, yeah. That commercial makes me want to get genital herpes so bad. You got like Linda up in Oswego, she's a telemarketer, she gets genital herpes, suddenly she's kayaking down the Colorado River. You know, then Bob up in Schaumburg, you know, he finds out he gets the herp and he's on an elephant ride through an African safari. Is this really all I needed to do to travel the world, was get myself some herpes? Sign me up, people. Thank you. So, I'm watching TV the other day, like I said, and I'm sitting there flipping the channels, and I'm like, oh my God, Shawshank Redemption's on. But I own it. And I can watch it at any time. But I'm so excited that I spent my entire Saturday afternoon watching a movie that I own on DVD. Why do we do this?
Because we love movies.
So I started thinking, I'm like, if Morgan Freeman lived in Chicago, like, would he have the same, like, eloquent voice that he has in the movie when he talks? Like, if he just were hanging out on North Avenue somewhere, I was like, Mr. Freeman, I'm trying to find Zanies. Could you, give me some directions? He'd be, like, sweeping. He'd look up at me, and he'd, like, all eloquent, and he'd be like, you're gonna make a left off the red line and go 500 miles through piss and shit smelling foulness that I can't even fathom.
500 yards. That's the length of 5 football fields. Just shy of a half a mile. And when you get there, remember one thing. Everybody loved Andy Dufresne.
I'm Anthony Bonazzo, that's all I got.